Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5, folks. Today we have got the M&M's 200 at Iowa Speedway. It's a short track race, and it'll be the first time we've ever raced at Iowa in any game. But I've watched it on TV, and I really like it, so hopefully I'll like it just as much while driving it. We'll go ahead and assign my work real quick. All right, and we'll go ahead and start our work. We have $26,000 in the bank, but we're doing okay as far as work goes right now. It's not really enough money to do anything we want to do. Work done. Our speedway car will be ready for the next race. All that's left to do is get out there. Oh, quick notes. The drivers have been upgraded. How that's going to turn out, I'm not quite sure. You know, we're early on. People are at the bottom. It's going to be a slow rise for everybody, but they might start to place a little bit better. Every driver that's replied to me got their driver upgrades done. If somebody didn't reply to me, though, they'll have to wait the next 8 total races before I send out the new point totals for people to put into their vehicles. Anyway, though, gonna get out to Iowa here, put down some practice laps, get acclimated, as it were, and we will see you at qualifying. We ran mid-25s the whole time. Now we just have to make that translate to qualifying and then consistent racing on the track. So let's get out there, qualify, and see if we can achieve that goal as well. Here we go down the front stretch for our qualifying lap. See if I can get it down. There we go. I had kind of a problem with that in practice. I was able to make the corners pretty well, but I really do want to bring it down to the inside line as much as possible, but also not lose a ton of speed if possible. Now we're going to find out, did we make our qualifying? 25.7. So a little bit slower than we were in practice, but still much faster. 24th place qualifying could be great. Top 5, Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, and Jordan Anderson. Getting into our custom drivers, Lance Norrick 17th, Max Cost 18th, Taylor Carpenter 19th, Matt Kenseth 20th, Eliza Bethel 21st, Michael Chavez 22nd, John Perez 23rd, Speedy Jones 25th, Bradshaw Stout 26th, Bryce Egan 27th, Casey Kane 28th, David Schildhouse 29th, Gary Norton 30th, Parker Smith 31st, Jeremiah Graham 32nd. All right, John Hunter Nemechek crashed during qualifying. Back of the pack with you. Eliza Bethel, engine change after qualifying, and Michael Chavez gave up qualifying position for new tires. Back of the pack for both of them as we start in 21st place now.
All right, man.
Here we go. 200 miles in the Midwest of Iowa. And our first stage will be 60 total laps. Well.
Car outside, hold your line. Got one up top.
You know, that might have been partially my fault there, so that's all right. We'll see. Wow. Dude, that was him. He turned down on us really hard and wasted himself, and that's going to bring out a caution. So we don't even make it a lap, but now we don't have to deal with Perez for now. Again, next season will be better for us. Whoops, I don't need to pit. Do not pit. There we go. That was almost a huge mistake. And after one lap of green flag racing, we're in 20th place now.
Almost ready. Green flag. Inside.
And here comes Kenseth pushing us up into the wall. I am turning down as hard as I can to hold myself from getting pushed into the wall. And of course, as I mentioned before, any touching of the brakes here for some reason makes the tires squeal. Just a part of the game. All right, that was not terrible considering we ended up getting past Kenseth and Carpenter and up into 18th place. Of course, Cost and I have had it out this season thus far. Expectations are that we won't be in that position next year again, but we got to get through these races.
Careful, still there.
Appreciate Gary Norton not driving down on us there. It's nice to just be able to drive around the track a little bit. Jeremiah Graham with a huge push has made it all the way up to our bumper.
Still there.
He will let us know he's here. Thank you, sir.
Still there.
Maybe
inside.
not so great, but hopefully he doesn't. Well, he will. He will. Okay, he's doing it. All right. All right, man. I see you. Wow, he's got a rocket ship for someone who he qualified last, and he's already up to 16th place. Honestly, good job for him. And as long as he's not running me off the track, I'm excited that he's having such a good race already this early. It's when you're getting beat down by these drivers that it ends up sucking. But so far, so good. As we got Gary Norton and Eliza Bethel right behind us, those two making their way into the top 20. We're running similar to what we qualified in. And I think as the race goes on and we kind of get that muscle memory of so many laps with when we come off the gas and all that, it'll just be a good, we'll just get better and better, I believe. Well, obviously we'll slow down with wearing out our stuff, but we'll continue to drive like we are right now, which is putting us a little bit in front of 18th and 19th place. If we could come home with a 17th place victory today, I would be unbelievably happy. I think that'd be our best race this year, actually. Lot can happen. We've got a lot of laps total left in this race. Matter of fact, I'll take a look when we get on the straight here. Oh, it just tells you the stage, so see if this one tells us. Oh, this one only tells us the stage as well. Interesting. Not really wearing out our tires. That bump we got early on, that definitely affected the back end of the truck, but we're okay. Looks like Jeremiah Graham driving away. Of course, Mike Harmon and them are just in another class of truck right now, so they're all driving away from us as well. But we're doing what we can to just put down good quality laps. And hopefully, I don't know, this is exactly where we want to be, in a bubble. No one behind us really testing us. No one in front of us that wants to murder us. We had a nice drive off there, actually. Gained 2/10 on Bethel. That was huge. Looks like Koss and Norton were having a little go at it there. Now Bryce Egan up to 19th place. I'm not just watching. I mean, I am. I am actually just watching the relative. I probably should pay a little more attention to driving. We're doing fine driving. It's going quite well so far. And to be honest with you, after the last few races, this makes me happy. This is going to make me love driving at Iowa. It's a very nice track. I'm enjoying it. I know it's kind of funny. I've raced so many games. This is my first time ever at Iowa. I didn't really know what to expect. I put down like 8 or 9 practice laps, and it just felt good. I mean, it felt like a short track. So I felt good. More or less what felt good was knowing that we were, oh no! Something goes wrong with this truck, and he'll be pitting. I don't know if he blew a tire, but he shot right up the track in front of us. And that'll bring out a caution. We're down to 85% on our right rear. 186 laps remaining. Okay, well, that tells us that. We're staying out. Why not? Everyone else is. I don't feel like running up through the whole pile of everybody. These guys in front of us will hopefully go flying out farther in front of us, and we'll just kind of get back into a bubble.
Hammer down.
Hopefully.
Looking inside now.
We got Bethel right on us.
Still there inside.
We gotta get on our brakes a little there. Hopefully Bethel won't do the drive us up the track thing. Okay, she is, obviously, as you see her truck angle to the right. That's just something you gotta get used to, I guess. Here comes Max Cost. He's hoping for a better drive off. He has got a lot of damage on that front end, and that is not from us at all, so that's interesting. So we're right behind Greenfield here. I'm just trying to, there we go. Just trying to get into a spot where we're not getting messed up here. I'm home. Whoop. Whatever. Looked like Carpenter had some damage to his front end, too.
Got one up top. All right, you're clear there.
All right, they're actually running the corner slower than we are normally, so we can, now that we're kind of chilling out a little bit, we might be able to get some of these positions back.
Car high, careful.
Maybe.
Clear high, bud.
Took a really shallow angle at that corner, so not going to get a great drive through it.
Got one peeking outside.
Got Greenfield on our outside.
Car high, careful there. You're all clear.
Not going to run into cost, even though, from what I've been told, you're not going to mend relationships over the season, really, if you're already a rival. We have so many rivals, but we'll just, we'll still try to run as safe as possible around drivers, and hopefully the other drivers, you know, we won't make anybody else angrier, and the other drivers will like us, so when we start running around up in the front with those drivers, it'll be good. Oh, we have a number of drivers running the high line on this track. I know, like in iRacing, that type of stuff can matter. I don't know how much it matters in this game. Although, that felt really good, and we didn't have to come off the gas nearly as much. We got kind of a run off, too, because we're going to get back in front of Egan. He was side by side with us.
Inside. You're clear all around there.
Obviously, we don't have the tires we had, so
Hold your line. Got
that's a
one
big
inside.
difference maker, too, but I feel like we're doing all right.
All right, you're clear there.
As we're getting up, we're gaining on Carpenter. Nemechek, obviously, is in a different class.
Inside.
Well, we're getting turned by Bethel. Nope, we're getting turned by Graham. I thought that was Bethel. Graham turned. Oh, we'll be pitting.
Got one down low.
Oh,
now.
we won't. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm like, what? We were driving along. Everything was feeling great. Then all of a sudden, I felt hard pushing on my steering wheel, and it's Jeremiah Graham.
Drive safe, be smart, keep your head on straight. Are you ready now?
We'll see what we can do with fresh stuff back here. Yeah, right. I'm not doing that game there.
Still there?
Perez.
Still there.
I know he's going to push me on the inside, but I should have a better run. I have fresh stuff, so I'm hoping that I can just kind of run through this whole pack.
Careful. Still there. All clear.
I know Parker Smith is there, but he can't turn down harder than he already is right now, so we should get the run past him. Yep. That was a big deal.
Careful. Still there.
We did not run into Stout. I mean,
Still
we
there?
rubbed him, but we didn't, like,
Yeah,
hit
bud.
him. As it'll show, no damage, no nothing. Back up to 23rd already. See, yeah, I figured fresh stuff was going to definitely help us out. And there's Jeremiah Graham in front of us, who obviously is the reason for our needing to pit. I thought he was going to spin himself out. If you look in the rear view when that happened, I was convinced. Because I saw his tires all smoking when he came up and just slammed us like he did, but nope. He achieved what he wanted to, putting us in the wall.
Half down, half to go. This time by. Careful. Still there.
I normally would speed it up right now, but we'll wait until we get in front of these guys before we do that speed up.
All clear.
See if I can get a decent runoff here, or is this just kind of... I don't want to run into Anderson at all. Came into that turn a little hot, but that's all right. This might be where we settle in right now that everyone kind of is settling in. I'm not really sure. We're on the outside of Chavez. That could be bad coming off.
Car outside.
I'd
Hold
much
on.
rather get on the inside. Oh, God. We got Graham on the outside of him, too. That could have been horrible. That would have absolutely resulted in a little sandwich where we would have been the meat.
Clear high, clear high.
Chavez tried to spin us
Clear.
out, and he is sideways on the track, and that'll bring out a caution. He hit us and went sideways. That's on him. All right, we're in 17th place, and we have less than half of this stage to go, so we're going to speed things
We're
up
going green.
as soon as it goes green for the rest of this stage. We'll be
Green
back
flag,
with
green
you,
flag.
either a caution or the end of the stage.
Stay high up there.
So Bethel did it. She tried to turn us. We were about to go sideways and look in the rear view, and she put herself sideways. So being in front of everybody is such a key thing in this, because we are just, everybody that gets around us tries to wreck us every single time. They never give up on it. We will be so careful after this season.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready here. Got one down low now.
That was Graham trying to turn us,
20 laps
and we don't
to
even
go.
get past the start finish, and he hit, you know, what am I going to do? I had actually even come off the gas, but then I look down and I see that I got Jordan Anderson there, and I can't do anything about that either, so I just let happen what was going to happen. What was I going to do? Straighten the truck out and run up into the wall myself? No. So that's probably kind of the glitch of it. They're willing to wreck themselves trying to wreck me. We're in 15th place now, though. And we're up with trucks that don't hate us, so I think we'll be all right now.
Almost ready. Outside.
Actually, we really are with trucks that don't hate us. We got Bryce Egan by us, and then the rest, well, there's Max Cost, but I don't know if he'll catch us. So anyway, here we are, 15th place, and we are going to finish out this stage now. I don't think we'll have any more cautions now that we're not around those other trucks. So we'll be back at it on the mic with you at the end of the stage.
No points that stage, but plenty of racing laps.
Wow, I was like, what? It said 5 to go, and I really thought there was still like 3 left to go, and all of a sudden the stage was over. All right, well, that was good. We'll pit, obviously, and we'll be in the back again. We got up to 14th place. That was pretty great. We were even racing against Rayum, and I wasn't even trying. I was just running my laps, and all of a sudden those guys just, Anderson and Rayum kind of slowed up. So we'll go into the pit, and hopefully we won't come out and last. But, hey, wow, we came out in the same spot we went in. What kind of day is this? This is weird.
Drive safe, be smart.
All right.
Keep your head on straight.
This could be great,
ready.
actually.
Ready.
As long as we don't get run into by the trucks behind us. We got Max Cost directly behind us.
All right, halfway this
Maybe he
lap.
just won't, huh? Maybe just this time, maybe not.
Got one down low now.
I know that.
All right, you're clear.
There we
man.
go. I was going to say, no Rick is behind us. We could set this gap right away. That'd be amazing. Wow. Oh, yeah. I'm very happy about this. We have not, well, actually, we're at an 80, 80, and 80, so we are an 80 overall truck here. So being able to be up with some of these other trucks is pretty great. Here comes Jordan Anderson. With fresh stuff, he probably has a faster truck than us, so we'll respect that and kind of run the middle lane. As long as, like, Chavez and Carpenter don't catch us, we might be able to have a pretty nice next 60 laps, which I'm going to be completely honest with you would be amazing. How many? What's the estimated fuel? 62? Okay, so we have enough to get through the whole thing. I don't know. We didn't run a whole stage the last time without having a caution, so I don't know where we're going to be at. It looks, I'm pretty sure everybody ran, though that didn't get damaged, ended up running the whole stage, so we might be okay on stuff. I'm afraid that running a whole stage will be, like, down in the 40s or 30s for our tires. Jason White running that higher line isn't really helping him, but I think his drive off is better. I don't really see a reason to push it. I just want to make sure that I keep the gap between me and Carpenter. Like I said, 17th place would be great. We're running in 15th right now, which is absolutely incredible for us.
Stay low, stay low.
We're actually running side by side with Jason White, but he's fallen off from the rest of the pack, so that's why.
You got room, you're clear.
See if we can get a good drive off here. We did, and we cleared him, so that's awesome too. This is this race.
Yellow's out, back
All right.
around.
Oh, we're obviously not going to pit when we have 96% everything. Wonder who did get damaged. I guess we'll find out afterward, probably by who's. Oh, there we go. Bryce Egan. Ooh, unfortunate for him. Johnny Sauter, Bradshaw Stout. Well, Bradshaw Stout is a lap down. Johnny Sauter is out of the race.
All right, now, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready. Green flag,
All right,
green flag.
we're all stacked back up. Carpenter is behind us. He didn't try to murder us. I don't know. I don't think he's a rival. I think he just is angry with us, which is okay, because that means he's not going to try to kill us. Actually, it means we could bend that relationship, which I'd love to be able to do by having a very solid race overall, where I'm not in any contact with those guys. Although we were in contact with the rivals already, and that's not great, but maybe, just maybe, we'll get some positive comments from other drivers.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, I'm rolling the corners. I'm not really getting on the brakes at all, for the most part. Side by side with Greenfield.
All right, you're clear.
I'll get on the brakes a little bit here. Probably would save my tires, wouldn't it, if I used the brakes instead of just leaning on that front right to slow me down. I guess in this game it's your back right, which is I don't actually know which one is true. I'd love to have a conversation with somebody in the racing field or that knows a lot about that stuff, about how that should work. I don't know stuff like that. I mean, I love knowing stuff. You know, I love people giving me information about stuff and learning all about that stuff. Obviously, I love this whole thing, racing in general, so learning anything you can to have an understanding of the concepts and all that is pretty cool. Because in Dirt to Daytona, you always lean on your front right. That's what it seemed like. But in this game, your right rear is the one that's always going out. So, I mean, I understand that you put all the weight on the right side of the truck. I'd understand why it was your front right, because it's your steering. And so if you oversteer, even though you're not turning, you are burning up that front right tire or even sliding that front right tire. So unless you were loose and you were kicking the back end out, I don't actually understand what would cause that right rear, because we're not obviously spinning the tires at all. So what would cause that right rear to burn up? Justine back here, that's our old truck before we messed everything up. Lost our ride.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Iowa. I can see why so many people, including drivers, like it. I've watched a lot of a lot of interviews and such, and I also know some iRacing people in the iRacing community that talk very favorably about this track, and I can see why. It's great. It's great to drive on. And of course, I'm sure you'd have a fantastic crowd out here, as the support for this track, I bet, is, I mean, having a NASCAR track in Iowa, it's not exactly a big city type of place to be racing, so I'm sure that the community really does whatever they can to support this and support the drivers. We're doing pretty good right now. It looks like we might be able to battle back for 14th potentially. We also do need to keep our tires in mind with 44 laps left to go in this stage. It's hard not to race hard, but you really do have to think about it when you're doing these things. To not do anything stupid. Like race too hard and burn up your tires and then lose the spots to the people behind us. Just trying smooth driving here. Letting it get down slow enough and drive off when it's appropriate. And we're doing all right. I mean, as you can tell, we're doing okay with it, so that's nice. And, of course, I like tracks that I do well on, and so far I've done very well on this track, so that's another thing. As far as the trucks that are trying to wreck us go, I was pretty timid with them. When they'd hit me, I wouldn't steer up against them to keep myself from getting pushed onto the apron or up against the wall, and now I just steer hard to prevent them from doing those things.
Stay low, stay low.
And you can see that what it does is it prevents us from getting spun out, and actually, generally, except for the one time that Jeremiah Graham was able to complete our putting us into the wall, everyone else has pretty much wrecked themselves trying to wreck us. John Hunter Nemechek pitting. I don't know if he had a blown tire or something, but he's in front of us smoking. Hopefully he'll be able to continue in the race. We're going to not pit. Going to stay out. I don't feel like dealing with those trucks in the back. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll see when we get out here to see if he is still on pit road or if it was just a tire issue. Looks like he's off. Looks like he's still out here from what I can see. That's not him on pit road. That's Johnny Sauter. So he must have just had a tire issue or something. Pay attention to the road, not the pit road. But oh no! I got Jeremiah Graham behind me. I really got to pay attention.
Still there.
Slow down too much, get run into, get blasted. There we go.
Still there.
A little bit of a gap there.
Stay on the bottom.
Just running down here. We got Lance Norick behind us, and then Jeremiah Graham as well, and should be okay as long as we're able to push it and not have them catch us. We should be fine. Getting a little loose there. That wasn't great. I was going to say we must be going through 1 and 2. It's just a different angle. Eliza Bethel back up in 16th place. She had wrecked herself trying to wreck us. So again, that'll all be better next season when we aren't enemies with people or don't have rivals. And obviously we won't make rivals of them, so they won't be ruining their own races trying to wreck us. Bethel with a really good run, actually. She is very fast. She caught all the way up to us there. We got a good drive off before. So if we had 60, we'll have 80 laps. Nope, probably more than 80. I don't think it was a 200 lap race. Maybe it was. I don't know. Is this a mile track? Mile long track? I guess we'll find out. I thought this was a 3/4 mile track, but it must be a mile long. All right, we put a bit of gap. Bryce Egan moved up into 16th, so he's also a buffer driver for us because he doesn't hate us. Actually, I didn't look at our tires. Where are we at? 71. We're doing all right. Looks like Stuart Friesen leading the race right now. And yeah, just the one truck on pit road. I mean, I'm just impressed that we've maintained 15th place for as long as we have. And I hope that in the final stage, we're able to continue to do that. There will be a green flag pit stop in the final stage, barring no cautions, which I think the only race I think that's only happened once this season where we where we had to actually pit under a green flag conditions. And it's so easy in this game compared to Dirt to Daytona, which is what I have to compare it to. So, you know, obviously a game from 2001/2 versus this game. Technology quite a bit different, so you're not on skates when you go into pit road. We got pretty good, though, at the end with Dirt to Daytona, obviously winning 2 championships in every series, I think. Yeah, 2 championships in every series we raced. We are on the inside of Greenfield. We may take 14th place. He is slowing down a little bit. We got 29 left in the stage. We got a nice buffer behind us, so we're going to go ahead and speed it up for the second half of this stage, and we'll be back on the mic with you. Either a caution or when the stage ends. Wow, we almost got wrecked at the end of that stage, and we definitely overdrove the truck because we had nothing left for us in the last handful of laps at all. We were struggling mightily with the truck. Went to the middle lane to try to save it some, and as you can see, right rear wasted so much there. And we pit, and we ended up behind everybody again, so that's interesting. Last time we pit, we ended up coming out the same time as everyone, so I guess it's just hit or miss with that team, with my pit crew. Got Bradshaw Stout next to us. He is a lap down. It's not going to matter for him trying to wreck us. We're here, and he hates us. So.
Careful, still there. by, bud.
Do what we can not to be involved with him. Really do what we can to not be involved with any of these drivers that want to wreck us.
Still there.
There's Casey Kane. He was turning us up the track. I saw the smoke coming off of his rear tires, too.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
Ah, it's all right. It's all good. It's going to be terrible when we go to Dega or something. Because we're not going to...
Car there on the inside.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see when that happens. We'll... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Kane.
Outside. All right, you're clear there.
Thank you, Kane. It's okay. No, it's all good.
Got one down low now.
Oh,
You're
hi,
clear all
Stout.
around there.
Yeah, no, you haven't gotten a chance to try to ruin my day either. I know. Rough life.
Stay high up there. Clear all around there.
We're gonna just drive hard, guys. That's all we can do is just drive hard. Nice. Got hit by Chavez. Smoke coming off of his
Stay
tires
low,
as
stay
he's
low.
trying to wreck
Clear high,
us.
clear high.
Ain't running high this time around the corner. Maybe we can clear him before he... Yep. I was going to say, maybe we can clear him before he comes down to destroy our day. We made it up to 23rd, battling against all odds right now. That's good. There's quite a slowdown by everybody there, actually. Try to get around.
Stay on the
Gary
bottom.
Norton here. Incident-free, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Oh, my goodness.
Clear
Thank
high,
you,
bud.
Gary. Thank you, Gary. Oh, we got Jeremiah Graham pushing us. 73 to go in the race.
Car there on the inside.
I'm not really sure how Graham... I was going to say, I'm overrunning the corner. He's going to come right up into us, isn't he?
You're all clear on the bottom there.
I mean, he's got a fast truck anyway, so if he wants to be up there, that's fine. I just, you know, you don't have to do it by ruining my day. But, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Let's be honest.
Still there.
We got Liza Bethel on the outside. So I'll run it as tight as I can to not cause issue there. So weird. It's like her windshield was not clear. It was weird.
Still there. All right, you're clear there.
All right.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Gonna run me up the hill. I'll just come off the gas. Go ahead. I've started doing that when I can. I can't. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Car on the outside now.
Did you see that? Oh yeah, she's gone.
Inside.
I didn't touch her. You saw. I backed off, let her go, and she spun the truck out. Maybe she was aiming for me so hard that she couldn't recover. The expectation there was that we're gonna ruin his life. Yes, well, yes. It's just pit every time now. Forget it. Speedy Jones brought up.
We're going green.
Might have been involved in the accident with Eliza, because he pit and she didn't.
Inside. Car
Just
there on the
go.
inside. Bottom's clear.
I'm not battling with Speedy Jones.
Got one peeking inside. All clear. Inside.
Oh, we got Greenfield back on the lead lap. Good for him.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, the more I could stay on fresh equipment, even if I was in the 90s there, it doesn't matter. The more I can be on fully fresh equipment, just the better off I am. 66 to go in the race, so we have just over what stage 1 and stage 2 were.
Careful, still there.
Also confirmed, I know that all of you diehard race car enthusiasts and fans knew it already, but it is a mile track.
Careful.
Good to know. Good to know.
Car outside. You're clear all around there. Still there inside.
Greenfield got to my inside. Just not being his way. Hard not to be when I want. Oh, no, that's dumb. That was dumb. I'm like, I do not want to be part of that with Stout. He was going to definitely try to get to us first. All right, we're good.
You're clear.
So I saw, since we have a little bit, I saw a video the other day that they're talking what car would replace the Camaro in the Cup Series. Now they have it, I think, through at least through this season. I think potentially through next season as well. But somebody had a really valid point that could introduce, because they are in a lot of other racing series, is if Cadillac actually came into the NASCAR Cup Series and ran the CTS4 in Xfinity and the CTS5 in we got another. Well, we'll stay out this time because 97 is, whoa, that was a hit. Okay, everyone's pitting because there's 63 laps left and they can get through the rest of the race that way, so we'll pit. Natalie Decker was the one who wrecked there, and she is out of the race.
Coming to the green. Ready? Green flag.
So anyway, what had come up was, I really actually wish we could have gotten a lot longer before we had to pit for our last time. Now nobody's going to pit the rest of the race. I mean, we will, but if there's another caution, but that's just dumb because I didn't want to be running like I did the last time. I wanted to have a little bit better equipment at the end of the race. Anyway, so he had a valid point. I mean, the CTS is a larger, boxier car, would fit into the stock series in that sense. I mean, you got the Impala in Chevy. Is the Impala gone again, or is it back? I know it was back.
You got room. You're clear there. Got a car high now.
Or the Malibu. But he kind of had a lot of reasons why those wouldn't really work, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I guess somebody did a rendering of a Corvette, which it didn't look, I mean, it had a Corvette front end, but it was a big, like a much wider Corvette, or much wider front end, so it wasn't, that wouldn't really work. And of course, a Corvette is not in any way, shape, or form a boxy vehicle, and it's also a rear engine vehicle now, so as far as Chevy goes. Be weird, Chevy has made it through all the series and everything, like, or all the changes. There used to be Pontiac and Chevy and Dodge, of course. But even with Dodge getting rid of the Challenger and Charger, they wouldn't be coming back to the series, so you got to look to other opportunities. So his case for the CTS 4 and 5, though, it was a pretty good case. We're getting Max Cost saying hello. What's up, buddy? How you doing, friend? Good to see you today. Hope you didn't just burn your tires up trying to destroy our day. Oh, yeah.
Stay out the bottom.
Oh, he just did it again.
Clear outside.
Anyway, it was an interesting thought. Wow, I did not see that happening. I thought he was going to go down and we go up around him. But we ended up staying on the inside of him and getting around him. Now Max Cost is back on my bumper, because he actually has a pretty great truck right now, so we're not just driving around him going in the corners. And this is where I overdrive the truck to try to not get wrecked. He's going to come right up on us. I just have to be prepared for it.
Got a car coming inside now.
That's awesome. Just a hello as he drives past. Okay, hi. We want more positions. Obviously, we want more money. But, got on the brakes hard there to avoid running into his back end. I know that I can't mend the relationship, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to become an aggressive asshole every time I'm driving. Because the best thing I can do here is learn how to not do it, so that when they're not rivals next year, hopefully, we're able to do better.
Careful. Still there.
Keep everyone from really hating us.
Clear high, bud.
There we go. Got him that time. Top 20. I also wanted to break this last stage up into 2 speed ups, but now we're going to just drive it out to about 40 left, and then we're going to speed. Well, no. We can do 20 and 20, I guess. What are we at right now? 51 laps remaining. So at 40 laps, well, that would be 40. We would have done it at 60. All right, so we'll come back with 25 to go. and then probably run out the rest, or maybe with 20 to go, and then probably run out the rest. I don't really see us doing much with these guys, especially since I have to maintain my equipment as much as possible now, and that's going to be when my equipment is going away, so it's going to be a lot more exciting racing probably at that point. Anyway, we'll be back on the mic. Caution or with 25 or 20 to go. 20 to go. Okay, I don't know why I did it, but okay. Oh, we were one position away from getting back on the lead lap. All right, we're pitting. I know it's funny, but I'm just going to keep pitting.
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready. Hammer down. Outside, outside.
Bethel back on the lead lap, so she's next to us.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
And she just hit us into Perez. Okay. And Perez was smoking his tires the whole time because he was turning down on us while we were trying not to be on him. Oh my.
Still there?
Okay.
You're all clear up top there.
Well, we didn't get... we just lost everybody, but...
Got one up top. Clear all around there.
It's all right. It's all okay. Did this to myself, incidentally, but I still did it to myself. I have started using the brake in an effort to save on my tires some as well, hopefully. Kind of learning that strategy as well. I mean, it's so slight that I'm doing it, but it seems to be working. We're catching this group. We're driving back up to them. Of course, once we get there, we're going to have to deal with everybody taking shots at us. We're like the pariah here. Walk through the middle of town, getting tarred and feathered by all these people. It's all right. Anyway, I didn't speed it back up after the caution, and we're still have plenty of laps to go before that speed up.
Stay low, stay
But
low.
we'll be back with 20 to go unless it's another caution again.
Got a car high now. You got
Which
room
could
to
happen,
clear there.
apparently, because everybody is trying to wreck us today and wrecking themselves. Well, we were one away from getting back on the lead lap again. Bethel obviously did what Bethel did again and wiped herself out. That's been the story of the race for anybody who has tried to wreck us, except for the one time Jeremiah Graham was able to put us in the wall.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready now.
Pitting there was key for us because it kept us with fresh stuff, and that's really what I wanted. 28 laps left. So I feel okay with how much we have left to stay on these tires, whether we get another caution or not. I just wanted to be, I wanted to have less than that 60 laps or even 40 or 50 laps left. I wanted to be in a really good spot to get, we just got tagged by Chavez. He's going to drive us up. Just take the spot, buddy. You're fine. Go ahead.
You're all clear up top
Didn't
there.
need to run up against us to do it. We're here. You're there. It's all good. Now you're smoking your tires because you are still trying to recover from... Oh, John Perez, 3 laps down. Not his race today. Spending some time taking his frustrations out on our fenders.
All right, you're clear there.
No, Rick is not a rival. That's why he started to come down, saw us, and jump back up a little bit. Because he doesn't want to murder us. Thank you.
Still there?
How much easier this race would be if people weren't trying to put me in onto the apron or up in the outside wall every single lap that I'm around them. What fun would that be, folks? I mean, come on now. We're going to actually run it a little harder than we have been and not use the brakes again for a little while. I mean, we'll use the brakes if we are going to run into somebody, but this is dumb of me. He's just going to... Oh, he didn't. I'm shocked he didn't.
Clear low, bud.
Basically what I'm saying is I'm going to push it really hard right now because we have the extra tires to do it.
Clear low.
Okay, Norton. I thanked you earlier for not wrecking me, and then you just tried to. But we got it.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear.
Whatever we got to do to get up there as fast as possible so we can get back to being the first truck a lap down in case the caution comes out. We can get back on the lead lap, and that would be cool. Fieldhouse up here now. He hasn't been up here much today, so good for him.
All right, you're clear.
He gave us just a little how to duty.
All right, you're clear.
Big moves because we're really pushing it. Which we can do right now because we've got, such few laps left.
Careful, still there.
And
You're all clear up top there.
even burning them up like this, we're still going to have plenty of tire left at the end of the race.
Stay on the bottom.
We are officially now 1 lap down, or the
Got
lead,
one peeking
the
inside.
first
Clear
truck
low.
a lap down. Sometimes words are difficult.
Clear all around there.
There we go. So now I just hope that another caution comes out so that we can get our lap back. We'll obviously pit then because we'd be back on the lead lap and you go to the back of the pack anyway. We didn't touch him. We did not touch him. Of course, now a caution won't come out because nobody's trying to murder us right now. Unless we get up to max cost.
Still there.
He'll murder us. Or Eliza Bethel for that matter. She's put herself out twice in this race trying to wreck us. And yet is still in like 16th or even 15th place right now. Having a good race. Upgrades on the truck are working for most truck drivers. Obviously it's a short track, so people put a lot less points into the short track programs. Most people put points up into the speedway, which is where we run most of our races. So I expected the next episode you to see those trucks being a lot more competitive. The trucks, it's going to be a while before they're really competitive with the trucks that are currently fighting for championships.
Careful, still there.
It's
All clear.
lost. Anyway, it's going to be because they basically the point system that I did, it goes you start. It's actually weird. We figured it out. Thanks again to David Schildhouse for kind of walking me. We kind of talked through it and figured it out together. And without his help, I probably wouldn't have even realized it.
You're all
But
clear on the bottom there.
most things you start low numbers
Looking
and then you
inside
move
now.
up. We are just.
Clear low, clear
Oh my
low.
goodness. Oh, we're gonna bring out the caution.
Slow
Oh,
down.
we didn't. We caught.
Hey, driver,
No, no!
too fast entering pit road.
I wasn't
Have a
even.
penalty.
Oh, there goes our race. Oh my goodness.
You're clear of pit road.
That sucks. Well, now we're in 29th and we won't end up higher.
High now.
Anyway, I'll finish my thing and then we're just going to speed up the rest of the race. Man, does that suck. we had... Oh, yeah, the driver upgrade. So usually you'd think that 0 would be worse, but 0 in this game is better in the code. So everybody started at 50, but the drivers that are part of the game, I think the lowest rating that they had was 38. So it's going to be a while before these guys are racing against those drivers and passing them. But for now, we'll have us...
Inside.
Oh, whoa. Did not mean to do that.
Clear.
Oh, and that's going to bring out a caution. Dang it.
Wave
Oh,
them
we'll
off.
pit
Caution
because
down.
whatever. We're 3 laps down. We can get in front of Speedy Jones and get 28th place.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready. Green's out, man. Let's go. Outside.
So anyway, we're just going to finish this. What a unfortunate. Well, we finally got. We got to
Careful,
Cost
still
and
there.
Bethel, and it finally cost us. No pun intended. Anyway, we're going to speed it up to the end of the race.
Car on the outside.
Nothing good happening here. We passed Speedy Jones, and that's all we can do.
Caution.
Well, we got
Driver has the
overtime.
green flag in his hand. Almost ready now.
Unless that last truck that brought out the caution is on pit road right now, we're not going to get any more spots from them either, so none of this matters. We just got
Driver.
2 laps to go. What? Stop. Oh, there's that.
Free, use it if you need it. All clear.
Oh, it's always interesting. We'll see where we end up at the end of the race with people and what they're going to say to us. I don't think rivals talk to you anyway. They don't give you a chance to make them not rivals anymore. If they did, it would be awesome because I'd be apologizing not for
Hold your line.
the
Got
most
one
recent
outside.
stuff where they've all tried to kill us, but
All clear.
I'd be apologizing for what brought the issues on in the first place. We'll just ride on the apron to avoid getting hit by Casey Kane.
Stay low, stay low.
Oh, Casey Kane pushing us. Thanks for helping us around the corner, buddy. I appreciate you. Amazing.
Still there. All right, you're clear.
It wasn't. We were having a much nicer job.
Nice
95. Race winner, Stuart Friesen. Top 5, finishing off Austin Hill, Gus Dean, Spencer Boyd, and Grant Enfinger. Custom driver starts 11th place, Jeremiah Graham. Think that's his best finish of the season. 15th, Eliza Bethel. 16th, Max Cost. 17th, Michael Chavez. 18th, Parker Smith. 20th, Gary Norton. 21st, Taylor Carpenter. 22nd, Lance Norick. 23rd, David Schildhouse. 24th, Matt Kenseth. 25th, Casey Kane. 26th, Bradshaw Stout. 27th was us. 28th, Speedy Jones. 29th, John Perez. 30th, Bryce Egan. Then we had our 2 trucks that did not finish the race, Natalie Decker and Johnny Sauter. Stuart Friesen with the fastest lap of the race. Stuart Friesen also led the most laps in the race. John Hunter Nemechek started 30th, up to 7th. And tough break, Johnny Sauter started 4th, finished last. We had some savings with our driving there. Interesting enough, all the contact we had. Really, our arrow was lower probably because of all the contact. We had nobody messaged us. That's interesting. 5 races until the playoffs. We will go over the playoff picture. What are we at? Race 12. Yeah, we should do it right now. Taking a look at the season standings overall. Top 5, Grant Enfinger, Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, Stuart Friesen, and Jennifer Jo Cobb. Getting into our custom drivers, Taylor Carpenter 17th, Casey Kane 18th, Max Cost 19th, Matt Kenseth 20th, David Schildhouse 21st, Gary Norton 22nd, Michael Chavez 23rd, Speedy Jones 24th, Bryce Egan 25th, Parker Smith 26th, John Perez 27th, Eliza Bethel 28th, Lance Norick 29th, Jeremiah Graham 30th. I'm in 31st, and Bradshaw Stout in 32nd. Our next race will be at Chicagoland Speedway, the Camping World 225. That should be an interesting one. Hopefully, we'll have a better result than we had at Iowa. We were going to have an excellent result at Iowa, but late race shenanigans between us, Max Cost, and Eliza Bethel, and we ended up getting slid sideways into the pits and having to serve a black flag for that. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.